Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Chev. We're here on the final hour of the Vanguard beta, although this is a little weird. It says that it ends in 1 hour, but it's already past 1 o'clock. It should have been done by now, and the Call of Duty Twitter is also tweeting out that it's the end. Usually it's supposed to end at this time, but when I was looking at it, it said that it had multiple hours left. I mean, I just got into another game. And by the way, we're getting close here to 5 million subscribers, so if you're new here, subscribe. I upload basically every single day. After this, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'll figure some shit out. We're down with the Cold War shit, so maybe I'll do that. We recently passed 4.8 million subscribers. It's so fucked that I can even say that out loud. I haven't used this Volk the entire time that I was playing this shit, and this shit seems pretty decent. I'm shooting at names half the time, to be honest. I'll get used to it over the years. These weapons are just so weird. I can't wait for the full game for everything to just make sense, or at least over time start to actually make sense. In terms of what my actual verdict is on this game, I know that a lot of people are gonna like be annoyed at this. It seems like recently people have just wanted to say shit that pissed people off. Like yesterday, the whole shit that was going on with the aim assist versus mouse and keyboard shit. It's like, just seems like everybody just wants to trigger the fuck out of each other for no reason, other than for the sake of just being, fuck it. I know it sounds really confusing for people, or, you know, critical thinking is not the easiest thing in the world, but even though Modern Warfare 2019, design-wise, was one of, if not the worst multiplayer experience ever created, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's all bad, but the engine doesn't just immediately get it out of any and everything. I still stand by the fact that I think Modern Warfare is absolutely, design of the multiplayer was absolutely atrocious. Anybody that sits there and tries to argue for the multiplayer of that game, just they didn't play any of the previous Call of Duties, or they only actually played Warzone and they're just straight up lying. It's more of like a being a fan kind of thing, you know, that they feel like it's bad of them to do it. I mean, we see it all the time on Twitter. Anything and everything that anyone tweets or says or whatever gets this ridiculous amount of high praise, just over the top shit. All people do is say you either fell off or you're the greatest human being that has ever breathed. It's all just extremes everywhere. So this is just how people are just being conditioned to think at this point, just in extremes. So to stand by the extremes, yeah, Modern Warfare multiplayer was one of, if not the worst multiplayer experience ever created. I would literally rather play BO3 or whatever those other jetpack shits are. People just only really seem to say shit just to get a rise out of other people at this point, instead of just like saying something that just sounds fucking normal. Water gives you great hydration. There's gonna be somebody out there that will make the argument that it's just not the case now. It's just not true. And they'll fold their arms and say that it's their opinion and it can't be wrong. Well, no, it absolutely can be wrong. You're quite literally, logically incorrect. You can't say 2 + 2 isn't 4. You can try, but I haven't had this much fun with a beta for Call of Duty since Infinite Warfare. And that literally sounds like the most stupidest shit in the world, but hear me out. Even though Infinite Warfare was like the most hated Call of Duty of all time, blah, 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 I don't fuck with jetpacks, okay? I am by no means even putting Infinite Warfare even in the top 10. This isn't a top 10 thing. My point being is, I had a ton of fun on the beta of Infinite Warfare. It was the most fun I ever had on a beta. Now, to be fair, it wasn't just because of the game. It was the people I was playing with and everything, and just the energy at the time. It was really, really fun. Truly, it was. But for that whole year, I didn't even play Infinite Warfare once it had came out. I played Modern Warfare Remastered. Because of the amount of hate that Infinite Warfare would get whenever I would post it, it was just like, all right, well, fuck it. I'll just play Modern Warfare Remastered anyway. On top of that, I like it more anyway. I think Modern Warfare Remastered is like a top 5 Call of Duty. I don't give a fuck. I'm Modern Warfare 2019, not COD 4, I'm talking Modern Warfare Remastered. That came out in 2016. That is a top 5 Call of Duty for me. I've had more fun on Vanguard than I've ever had before on any of them before. It's great. I genuinely have enjoyed my time with this game. Once they kick me out, I'm gonna be pretty sad because I'm not really gonna know what to play. There's Modern Warfare, there's Warzone, there's Vanguard, but once that drops, Warzone's gonna change and all that shit, so it'll be a giant refresh. But up until that point, it's pretty dry. I'll be able to do the Dark Pictures playthrough. That's gonna come out in October, so I have no idea what the fuck's going on for, you know, the rest of September. I can do that Cold War playthrough. I mean, fuck it, why not? People are telling me that you can make choices in that shit. That makes me really nervous. Because now I'm literally just not going to read comments then. Because there's going to be so many people, why did you make that decision? It's fine to go and read the comments over on like the Dark Pictures games where I can make choices that'll get people killed. But Call of Duty's kind of different. I never know what the fuck is going on. I don't even know what the conflict is. There are names and shit like that, but in terms of detail and shit, I have no idea what the fuck we're doing and why we're doing it. I feel like I could be wrong. The experience I had on this beta, with the limited amount of content, with only 4 maps, I had played it every single day for hours to the end of an extended beta of it. I fuck with this game. I like it. I think I'm going to enjoy it. Does that mean that it's going to, you know, sell more than Modern Warfare, or it's going to be the greatest selling Call of Duty of all time, or have the greatest player base or viewership or whatever the fuck? I don't know. Quite frankly, I don't really give a fuck either. I'm going to go and do the challenges and shit like that. Warzone is still there. Other games hopefully will be out by that point. Hopefully Battlefield isn't in fucking shambles. Part of me feels like it might be. Hopefully Halo isn't in shambles. Again, a part of me feels like it might be. I think Vanguard's better than Modern Warfare. I said it. With 4 maps and less than 20 weapons available, this multiplayer experience is better than Modern Warfare's multiplayer experience. Design-wise, it blows it out of the water. It's not even close. This game, even with terrible spawns and all the shit that's going on with it, the terrible spawns still literally make it a better game. I would rather get spawned into gunfire than have my character get spawned across the map every single time I die to someone just sitting in a window. That's all Modern Warfare was. The pace was the most disgusting, terrible thing. See, I've been making my videos recently always talking about the camos and shit, all that. Tiresome. That shit is exhausting to talk about all the time. Maybe Damascus was just so painful because the whole idea of the game just like trying to rewire my brain to like relearn how to play Call of Duty in this really strange new age way. That was likely more than half of the struggle for me on the game. It's not so much that I was getting my ass whooped. I just got so sick and tired of the incredibly slow tortoise pace. Which is why I sat there and literally lived on shipment. And even then, you could actually manage to somehow camp on shipment as well. This game, at least I can pick combat pacing, which even if it fucks the spawns up, again, like I said, I would rather get spawned wrong than get spawned completely away from the fight. Regular system should actually spawn you out of the fight, but close enough to be able to re-engage decently quickly. This Volt kind of shreds. Feels like a long-range SMG, though. Kind of reminds me of the AS Val. Got my body for some reason. I don't know. I guess he's feeling the energy of me being a much better player than him. I don't know. Rubbed him the wrong way, the way I blew his fucking head off for like the 20th time. It's gonna be around the same amount of weapons at the launch of this game in comparison to Modern Warfare. They're very, very similar, and I'm gonna assume all the challenges are also very, very similar. But that being said, you would think it would be a similar Damascus time, but just with the implementation of combat pacing plus his general multiplayer design, the process is gonna be much faster on this game in comparison, because on Modern Warfare, you quite literally had to search for people. This game, they'll just be there. Hopefully. Makes a fun game for me. They should just be there. It makes a fun game. I'm a respawn player. I want everyone to just keep respawning. Keep them coming. I'm not playing this slow pace shit. I want to see consistent performance against each other, not this hide and seek shit. Sure, someone can be great at search and destroy, but if we fucking challenge each other 100 fucking times, I guarantee you're not gonna win the majority of them. That's what makes a better player in my eyes. We see each other 100 times and I win 70 out of 100, I'm better. I didn't think there was another one. We'll also have to see where all these proficiencies and things show up at. I mean, if Warzone is going to be looking like this too, yeah. Good luck, everyone.